And sometimes it's as simple as the person delivering the content, and it matters so much. So, you know, trying to put more men who are comfortable with talking about ideas about sex and sexuality in front of a mix of students, so that they then have a role model to go, oh, it's not just women that talk about this. It's not just women that talk about consent. It's not just that.
Yeah.
And it can be as subtle as who the message comes from. And that actually, you mentioned Eris earlier, and so we've started a school partnership. Well, I call it a school partnership. I want them to stay and keep coming in for a long time. But Eris have been in to deliver sessions on consent with year 10 and 11 last year, and the girls absolutely loved it, and they were begging them to come back, and sixth form were trying to, literally I had to pull them out of the sessions because they wanted to join in and learn with them.
Wow.
And they weren't allowed to be in the same room with them because of COVID guidelines. So the sixth form have just reacted in such a brilliant way to those guys being in. And they delivered incredible sessions that they'd written themselves, and I'm really hoping that their educational partnership continues and starts to extend to other schools, because the education that we were talking about earlier that people need, I don't think that can be reliably delivered in-house by teachers. You need somebody who's
From
not your
outside.
maths teacher, not your biology teacher. Like, it feels a bit icky and weird if you're then recycling the same topics with the same people. And I think you need those external people, you know, like workshops that you do, to come in and go, right, I am this person. I am not part of school. I am separate, and this is what I stand for. You can set your own identity and then open up yourself as that person. And that's a lot of emotional labour, but to have people calling you and saying, but it shows you how much need there is there.
Big time.
For somebody who is not part of your school, not part of your situation, who just to listen, often just to listen, and to know that somebody else in the world knows about your problem, and that if you ever need them, they're there. And that's one of the most powerful things that you can have as a kid and an adult. So I just feel that there is this real vacuum, if you like, for really, really good quality materials and sessions delivered to schools, state and private, that take the pressure off the school to organise, and that go around and deliver that curriculum in a way that is consistent and positive in its messaging.